Hi, how you guys doing? I should not be making a video right now. What I should be doing is reading comics that I have not read from two full long boxes that I have in my house. I should be reading those. I should be reading my Fantastic Four that I showed last video. I have the entire run of Spectre now because I bought the last issue from mycomicshop.com. But instead, I have a small stack of books here. See? Books. No? A small stack that I bought this summer that I didn't get at the comic show that I wanted to show off before the fall season hits. So, yeah. I say a lot, I'm sorry. I'm trying to break myself of that. Not doing a good job. Okay, jumping right in. From the dollar bin at my local comic shop, the discount bin I should say, Sergeant Rock Annual number 4. I own like 2 Sergeant Rock books. I know very little of Sergeant Rock, but that is a really cool Joe Kubert cover. And this was 50 cents, and it needed to come home and live with me. So here it is. Batman Detective Comics number 466, featuring the Signal Man. I know nothing of the Signal Man, but this again was 50 cents. And if you look, the bad guy here has some striped underwears for his costume. That's just fun. I have to read this book. What is this? Why is he fighting Signal Man? How is Signal Man beating Batman? I have to find out. If you've watched my previous videos, you know I'm a sucker for adventure comics, and here is Adventure Comics 461. I feel like I have this one. I didn't see it in my collection, but I don't know. Some of these covers kind of look the same to me. But these books are a lot of fun again. Adventure Comics, big fan of the DC Comics run. Yeah, like 5 or 6 stories per book. Ever see them on the cheap? Pick them up. Adventure Comics 466. Got Jim Aparo art in here. I'm a big fan of Jim Aparo. I apologize for this glare. I'm going to figure this out sooner than later, I assure you. And last from my Adventure Comics 470. Much like my last video when I had a comic book that had an origin of Starman, here's a different Starman and a different origin. I love Starman. Love him. This was in the 50-cent bin, and this was a hot book a couple of years ago. I was really surprised to find it in the 50-cent bin. It's in good shape. I put it in very good plus, fine minus condition. DC Comics Presents number 87. First appearance of Superboy Prime, who became a big player in the DC universe, big bad guy. A favorite bad guy of DC head honcho Jeff Johns, so I'm confident at some point he'll be featured in film, television, I don't know. But more importantly, it's a cool character, cool book. 50 cents? Yeah. I really feel this is a mistake, but yeah, I'll pick it up. A mistake that it was in the cheap bin, not that I picked it up. No comic that I buy is ever a mistake, I assure you. This one. I don't have a lot of Charlton comic books. I've been trying to, you know, if I see them on the cheap, I'd pick something up. I have no issue this is. Shoot. I'm unprepared. One of the problems with Charlton Comics, they don't put the issue number right on top of their book. But this is an issue of Blue Beetle from 1966, I do believe. And this was in the cheapy bins for $2. It's got a little moisture damage, the cover's a little wrinkly, but it presents well. It's a comic book from the 60s that is now living in my house, and I'm very happy about that. That's cool. As you can tell from some of my videos, I am a sucker for just a fun-looking comic book. If a book has something wacky on it, I gravitate towards it. In this case, Batman Giant Size number 223. I did not pay $10 for this, I paid $5. 1975. I don't know if you can see some of these here. We have Crime in Canada. Batman skiing, because why? We have Mystery in Mexico. Batman fighting a bull. $5? Come on. And this book's in really good shape. This is in really good shape for a book from 1975 for a larger scale book. The spine is complete. No dings, no bends, no tears. It's a pretty comic. Go find this. Oh, I'm over here now. Go find this. Buy it. Good book. Okay. Books are getting better now, I assure you. My birthday was this summer. Thank you, appreciate it. I wanted to get myself a couple presents. So I went out hunting to local comic shops to see what I could find. I didn't want to spend a bunch of money because I'm cheap, even though it is my birthday. We have a local toy shop in town, toy and comic shop, and at one point I considered myself, I wanted to start collecting Transformer toys. Those were my favorite toys growing up. I had a handful of toys, none of them in great shape, but the hobby just didn't take with me. I've got too many other hobbies. I couldn't afford that. So they ended up sitting in my closet for like a decade, and finally I said, okay, I'm going to take these things to the comic shop, trade them in, see what they'll give me in value, and I'll see if I can pick myself up some books. So I did. The guy gave me a decent price. I could have probably made more if I was selling on eBay, but that was a lot of hassle that I didn't want to do, so you get what you get. And I got some Bronze and Silver Age goodness for it. I got Captain America 108. I love Captain America. The Captain America Silver Age and Bronze Age books is a run that I'm slowly putting together. I've got quite a few books. This one's not in great shape. It's in probably good condition, but I got it for free, so just looks fun. Silver Age Marvel, 12 centers. Take them all day long. Then we got Captain America 115. Now begins the nightmare. Damn Cosmic Cube. Been a problem for Cap over the years. Good looking comic. Colors are good. The back, I'm not going to take this out of the bag, but the back cover is a little beat up. Not quite white or bright condition, but yeah, I got it for free. It's a good looking book. Then, this is a really nice book. This is probably the best shaped book that I got there. I picked up Captain America 127. That's a pretty comic, huh? How's this look? Is this getting better? I don't know. YouTube, I apologize. I'm trying to figure out these videos. I'm still not comfortable seeing myself on camera. It's weird. But here I am. And here's Cap, more importantly. Nick Fury on the cover. This is a cool book. I'll have to take an inventory and see how close I am to completing this Captain America run. But, you know, through the Bronze Age. I don't have old books by any stretch. These are nice books. Okay, last three books here were my actual, that I spent some money on myself for at present time. To celebrate 37 years of life on this planet, I decided, by God, I need myself some Amazing Spider-Man. I'm a big Amazing Spider-Man fan. It's been a goal of mine to collect the first 100 issues of that book. I have no money to afford any of those books because they cost an arm and a leg. Even the ones that are in bad condition are cost an arm and a leg. But every so often I'll search eBay out and I'll find a deal on something. And in this case, I picked this little guy up for a very reasonable price. Amazing Spider-Man number 77. That's a really nice condition book. I don't know how well you can tell, but this is probably in fine plus condition. This is a comic from, gosh, late 60s, 69, 68, somewhere in there. But that's a pretty comic book. I'm a sucker for Amazing Spider-Man. The first 100 issues are so cool. And here's number 77. Good book. I have one more Amazing Spider-Man that I picked up for myself, but that's my big get this summer. But before that, I watched Captain Strangeliffe on YouTube. If you don't know who Captain Strangeliffe is, type Captain Strangeliffe into the YouTube search engine. I'm not going to link it because I'm too damn lazy. Captain Strangeliffe. Amazing collection, amazing guy, good stuff. But he showed off a run of, before Marvel Comics became Marvel Comics, they were called Atlas Comics. And they dealt in horror titles primarily. And he had a whole stack of books. He's got great books. He had a whole stack of books, and he said every fan should have some Atlas comic books. I don't have any Atlas comic books. I don't have any. They're expensive, and I'm cheap. However, I decided I was going to make it one of my missions this summer to pick up at least one Atlas comic book. I went to the Nostalgia store here in Mishawaka, where they deal with anything and everything. They have a bunch of old comic books, but they're way pricey. And I started digging to see if I could find something that was in my price range, that was beat up, that at least I could say I have. And they had a couple of books that I liked, and I was actually able to talk the guy down a little bit in price. I can never talk this guy down in price. But this book's a little faded on the cover, and it's got a little tear. But I love this book. This is a pretty comic book to me. Marvel Tales 114. I think this is from 1954. You got it in a Mylar case, so it's pretty glary. Sorry about that, guys. But Marvel Tales, Atlas Comics. That's just cool. That's just a cool book. Operator, I'm dialing Z for zombie. Awesome, right? Yeah, I'm a big fan of this book. My first Atlas comic. I paid like $30 for it. The guy wanted $50. Talked him down. Happy birthday to me. And last, certainly not least, I've had my eye on this book for years and years and years. And I could never pull the trigger at a price I liked. I've become something of addicted to at least looking at eBay. I buy very little from eBay because, again, can't afford it. But I'm constantly stalking eBay, looking to snipe deals. And I found this one late on a random Thursday night. And it just did not have that many bids. And I don't know why. A couple people had bid. And I thought for sure I'd get outbid at the last minute. But I picked this book up way underpriced. Amazing Spider-Man 136. This is the first appearance of Harry Osborn as the Green Goblin, the second Green Goblin. Well, that's a bad glare. I'm sorry, guys. Next time we'll take it out of the Mylar. But this is very fine plus, near matte minus. This is a good looking comic book. I have very few really nice keys. I have a few in my collection. I'm adding to them, but this is a really nice key book. Oh, that's mine. This is mine. It's awesome. Yeah, I'm 100% happy I pulled the trigger and bought this book. I think his buy it now price was something like $120. I got a good deal. And that's my summer. Summer is gone. I have many a long box and books to read. I need to take some time and organize my comic room because, as you know, these things tend to get away from you. Whew, what a mess I have. But hopefully I'll get that cleaned up. Maybe I gotta show you guys another one of my comic book room videos. I've added a few things. I gotta clean it up first. So, that's it for this video. Hope you guys are enjoying. Please subscribe, comment, thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. Am I talking too much? Am I annoying? Just thanks for watching. I appreciate it.